Yes,
our
or no.
veterans organizations
Yes,
groups that will help our
discussion,
veterans
yes
with
or no,
every
which
damn
means
thing that they do.
What we've got here is failure to communicate.
Well, friends, 2025 is here, and 2024 is a wrap. And it looks like the so-called year of the podcaster, love them or hate them, has turned the tide on the national scene. Social media, once credited with winning the day for Obama in 2008, has now become the pervasive force in swaying elections. We can see this in the proliferation of local Facebook pages and all they have to offer. And things can only get better now that the social media giants are taking their cue from Elon Musk and cutting back on speech restrictions and questionable fact-checking. These forward-looking developments come as no small part of the amorphous Great American Reset, sweeping the country increasingly in the aftermath of the COVID scare. In Haddonfield, we can look forward to even more and more refined social media platforms for residents to communicate with each other and with borough decision makers, especially as the big May 13th election draws nigh. And we can look forward to new venues capable of hosting videos, podcasts, and blogs, which will give locals all kinds of opportunities to get the bandwagon of sharing their individual thoughts and opinions. Hi folks, Haddonfield Dennison Walter, what's-his-name-Bacher here, with his own homegrown podcast, all for the purpose of putting in his 2 cents worth. How great is it that anyone these days can so easily make a podcast or webcast or whatever you want to call it? I'm just saying. And if I can do it, you can do it. The day is coming when smart town residents will be able to broadcast their opinion via vid as easily as sending an email or text. Far more effective than the old newspaper letter to the editor. Later in this video, I'll suggest that you pass the word on to your friends and neighbors by sharing the YouTube link to this video and the link to the YouTube channel that will be hosting future podcasts of local interest. And since you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget, you can always save time by watching portions of it at double speed by simply pressing your finger or mouse on the screen. By simply pressing your finger or mouse on the screen. Social media and podcasting will be particularly helpful during the campaign over the next 4 months for the May 13th Commissioner's election. Voter turnout is everything, and one way or another, sincere, plain-spoken residents will need to do everything possible to reach out to every voter in town, all 8 or 10,000 of them, and see to it that we vote as an informed and intelligent electorate. Thanks to newly elected Commissioner David Seidel, who quite conspicuously hit the ground running, we can now look forward to all Commissioner meetings being posted immediately on YouTube. Up-to-date communications has finally made it to Haddonfield. The 21st century is here at last. We the people will now be able to attend borough meetings in absentia at our own convenience and get first-hand insights into what's happening in Borough Hall. A very good step forward for democracy in action. Hats off to Commissioner Seidel. One small step for man, one giant leap for communications in Haddonfield. Next step for us, we the people, is to make good use of what we now have to work with. I contend it's enough to attract, support, and select the great slate of candidates we need in order to protect our special town from rushing into unfavorable policies, such as the awful overdevelopment that's threatening towns across New Jersey, I know too many smart and talented town patriots ready, willing, and able to rise to the occasion and do what they can to keep Haddonfield, Haddonfield. Just like a nuclear reaction, it takes a certain number of determined stalwarts, call them the critical mass, to come together and influence enough voters to initiate a chain reaction. In politics, it's called momentum, and that is what is needed to defeat any machine politics that might be operating unseen or seen. We need to assemble a critical mass of well-informed patriots to go at it and win the day. And, as a longtime friend and collaborator once remarked many years ago while venturing out on a project, it's time for us to get our critical mass in gear. So, there being more reasons than one for us to gather together, let's do it this time online and put this show on the road. Each of us can do our part in gearing things up by linking our friends and neighbors to specific developments as they occur. Say you spot some questionable something or other in a video, and you would like to weigh in on it. The way to go to the mic, so to speak, is to simply pause your screen and copy the exact timestamp spot into your computer's buffer. Then, paste that link into your written comment and send it off to your circle of friends and neighbors, either by email, social media, a local citizens channel, or whatever. Here's one example. Wanting to comment on the pathetic audio quality of borough meetings generally, I recently posted this comment on our excellent local Facebook page, Haddonfield in the Know.
The Borough Hall and being of the Communications. If I could ask everyone to see that you're able to stand for the pledge of allegiance, followed by the minute sign. For the Borough Hall and being of the Communications. If I could ask everyone to see that you're able to stand for the pledge of allegiance, followed by the minute sign.
Also, to be fair to all those people who are on.
People think what's going on now is problematic. It will be, I think, disastrous for the county.
But please keep yourselves on mute as well. Thank you.
I'm Dave Ginegar, former Gina Borough. I have several areas I want to talk about. And I wanted to ask, how far back are we on posting of the minutes?
I believe they're up through July, but I will get the others out that are done.
Is there a legal obligation for how current those minutes need to be?
Next logical step would be for others to respond with an emoji or comment of their own. Democracy in action, I tell you, where every day can be election day. In the same breath, I could say a thing or two about the podunk video of these meetings. Camera placement, room layout, what else? Considering that we're talking about crucial communication, which is tantamount to success, and with the recent advancements in the science and practice of acoustics, the borough surely can afford to invest in better audio and video equipment, an investment that would pay huge dividends going into the future. We are at a crisis point in our dear town where I, for one, would love to engage, incentivize, inspire, goad, even radicalize town patriots to do everything we can do to get the word out, to speak up, speak out, and help keep Haddonfield, Haddonfield. Facebook posts can accomplish this, and so can video podcasts and email chains. But we need that critical mass of stalwarts to do it. Think about it. Had we the people asleep at the wheel spoken up more assertively in years past, we likely would not be in the Bancroft fix we're in right now. And had there been more widespread public consensus when decisions were being made in the past, we likely would not be playing the sentimental blame game of who did what wrong when.
Hey, won't you play another somebody done somebody wrong song?
As of this moment in January 2025, we have less than 4 months to begin a new day in Haddonfield. In closing, I ask you to please get involved. Get your friends and neighbors involved, and send them the link or the QR code of this video's channel, where we can hope to see more videos in the future from more people. And thank you.
Streets still lined with shade trees and flowers still abound all around Haddon town, Haddonfield.